Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Delta Force Land Warrior as we continue with the campaign. So last time we rescued the U.S. ambassador to Mexico, several of his staff who had been kidnapped by New Dawn operatives in retaliation for our attacks on New Dawn personnel facilities over the past couple of weeks. So up to this point they had avoided attacking U.S. assets, but it seems like now the gloves are off, which it was kind of a surprise that they started attacking. I guess they just didn't want to draw American attention, knowing that we'd come down and bring the hammer on them. But still kind of an odd choice, considering that they're basically anti-Western in general and anti-American specifically. But let's see what today's mission is.
We're getting a lot of positive feedback on the Palenque mission. It appears that the top brass has not overlooked our recent efforts. There's still plenty of work to be done, however. New Dawn staged their kidnapping from an abandoned mining facility not far from the ruins where you rescued the ambassador. While a majority of the terrorists have already dispersed, a number of New Dawn troops are still on site and working to move supplies out of the area. The strike zone is comprised of two mining camps designated Objectives Bronco and Bombay, with a road linking the two. Your mission is to eliminate all hostiles at the two camps. Your initial drop point will be an abandoned mining camp northwest of Bronco. This is a straightforward, direct action mission. Take out Bronco first, and then proceed south along the road until you reach Objective Bombay. Good hunting.
Favorite. Right there. With that in mind, we'll take the UMP for the extra stopping power. It's and just general better ballistics too, I think. Everything else looks good. We have our pistol if we need to be silent. As loud, because we all know silencer is a misnomer. But in any case, I think that'll do us. So let's get started. And so they want the FN. Oh, they want us to use the machine gun. Okay. Yeah, I like the greater variety of weapons here on the whole. I'm not using them since we're a land warfare. Mostly trying to stick with that. We might use some weapons if I decide to go through the campaign multiple times as different characters. Task Force Dagger, we might use different weapons, but that I think sticking American ones, or at least ones used by Americans. I know the UMP is German, H&K, OCOM. That might actually be H&K too. Either them or Colt. I know it's based on the Colt 45, but H&K might have gotten the. I know they got a contract to develop a pistol. It's Land Warrior system. I think that was some Reliant Tech Systems. I can't even remember. It's been so long now. Like, you know, this was going to be the next big thing way back in the day, you know, like 20 years ago now from the time this was made. And, no, this was discarded. Then the XM8 with the XM25 underbarrel was discarded because they tried to keep the XM25. They even made a standalone launcher out of it, which I guess groups kind of liked it. Kind of. Like, they really liked how you could, like, set the grenades to explode behind cover or whatnot, but I think there were complaints that it was heavy, you know, because of what I crammed into it. Yeah, really the only things here being used still is the UMP, which is never, you know, was never used in a frontline role anyways, except maybe 5 areas. Hostage rescue. SOCOM pistol is still in use, I believe, although they're finally replacing the M9, so we might see a change in a pistol special for it. And the AT-4. And then the grenade, because, you know, hand grenades are timeless. But in any case, I have babbled on long enough, so let's get started.
All King elements, this is King 6. You are weapons free. Clear to engage.
Copy that, King 6. Pitbull, you ready to tear it up? No problem. Let's do this.
I gotta say, Gascan and Pitbull vaguely remind me of two of the characters from Mercenaries, that series of games, which was a decent series that was once again killed by EA, but good memories of the second game at least. Not so much the first game, because I didn't have a PS2 or really any console. NES that my mom threw out after I tangled the cords, and this was when I was 5. So I didn't any better. In hindsight, that was a really bad financial decision. So much money for that. In any case, yeah, so I had like 30 minutes. Mercenaries 1, just on like the demo PS at like Best Buy or Media Play or Target or whatnot, and I really liked it, specifically because I love role playing. I liked it, the ability to kind of play how you want. You could be the goody two that helps the US bring order to the region and human rights and stuff. Could be a bad guy who in it for the money and is helping the Russian mafia. Or you could, play it for the Chinese and help them make a border state between them and the West. I really liked being able to kind of decide, or you can just, are you awful good? Are you chaotic? Or chaotic? Are you awful evil? That kind of deal.
King 6, gas can. Objective Bronco, secure. Roger that. Move to objective Bombay and finish the job.
And I just really like that, and I think enough games do that. There we go, I saw blood. And, I'm not advocating that, like, games let you play as Nazis, Taliban, or anything like that.
There's a truck on the move for objective Bombay. Hurry up and get on it.
I will say, some of the most enjoyable missions in, say, Command & Conquer Generals is play. Very, very clearly. The bad guys. Likewise, and again, it's every game these days is about playing the good guy. Because, like even something like Bulletstorm, Nathan Gray, he is not a great guy. He was used by a bad guy to do bad things. He got most of his friends killed in a drunken rage, but he's still trying to do right by everyone that's left. He's trying to take out the bad guy he worked for so he won't kill anyone else and do bad things. Protect what's left of his friends.
Be advised, trucks are heading your way.
So, he's not a great guy, but he's still a good guy, and by far the best guy in the game, just stuff like that, or Call of Duty. Like, oh, you always play the good guy. Like, well, that kid's... He, like... Far Cry, where, instead of being the guy who, somehow randomly ends up in some area under control of the dictator, helps free them. Let me help the dictator. It doesn't... Again, I'm not advocating for, like, not Taliban to be... There's issues that go into that, but... if I could just be... make a fictional thing. So that way no one gets too offended. Let them be bad in that, or sometimes even there are a couple of games where where you can be cartoonishly evil, like Evil. They are fun. And to that end, I will say I'm really glad that Rebellion's making a sequel. the Evil Genius series in the form of Genius 2. Like, it was a remake of the first one. Which I will say I'm a little peeved that they could just say, like, Evil Genius Remastered or something. I don't know, I'm sure they have a marketing reason. It's really nice to see titles even like that, or actually one of my favorites, and eventually I'll have to play it for this channel. My favorites is Dishonored. Sorry. I mean, yeah, you can be a bad person-ish in that, ends justifies the means kind of person, so that, that can get you some really bad ends, but, obviously, Fallout to some degree. But, where was I going? Oh yeah, Tyranny. That is a really fun game where you play, and I'm going to try not to spoilerize it, but you basically play at, it's a fantasy world, there's a Lord of Evil, and you work for him. You're one of his henchmen, essentially. And,
all king elements, Pitbull is down. I say again, Pitbull is down.
not like all the fire I was hearing. You're a little hurts. Alright, so that's most guys. But, yeah, again, sorry, I lost my train of thought for a little bit, but not going to try to spoilerize Tyranny too much, but you again, you're playing as a henchman, you make some hitting choices, how you help with the Dark Lord's conquest of this continent, and takes off with you're wiping out the last pocket of resistance in the campaign, after which you discover a new power, and you can be, do you use this power to help further serve Dark Lord? Power to, like, fuck the Dark Lord, I'm taking over, I'm the new Dark Lord. You use this power to, maybe you have second thoughts after interacting with these people, and you decide to, help the resistance against the Dark Lord. You could take it in so many ways. You can be lawful evil, executing your duties faithfully as the evil henchman of the Dark Lord. Chaotic, neutral or chaotic evil, just doing what the hell you want, just to, for your own purpose. And, you could even be kind of a... I don't think you can really ever get up to good, but maybe like a lawful or chaotic neutral. And I love that. It's like, yes, I'm not the good guy, I am the bad guy. But they give, it's not just I'm bad for the sake of being bad. It's like the Dark Lord's trying to establish their own world order, which you can say, in New Vegas style, where it's like, yes, it's a brutal regime, but it's a structured, ordered one with, low crime. I'm sure most people have jobs of some sort, even if they aren't great jobs necessarily. So, like, it's got its pluses and minuses. These people are fleshed out characters. They are, like, one guy is, a soldier that, he's trapped in a suit of armor. Fell. And, he's just faithfully discharging his duties to his lord. Or, medieval, feudalish fantasy times. So it's like, he fights for his lord, who has sworn allegiance to the Dark Lord, but his allegiance necessarily to the Dark Lord, So it's like, he's not a bad guy, he's just basically following orders. Oh, and I really like that game. I'd like to see stuff like in a more military setting, like maybe the closest you could get if you were to try to do some roleplay. I don't know.
King 6, this is Gas Can. That's all of them. Mining camp is secure. Roger that. All hostiles eliminated. Good work, everyone.
I don't know how good the options. Like I know, there's that sniper Ghost Warrior game that just I don't know. Again, I don't know what the story is too much on that because I didn't want to spoilerize myself. So that one, if you could be like bad guy or mercenary, it for them. Finally. Alright, so we got some prisoners to take back with us. Nice oscilloscope. If it is like I make loud noise, you die. Surrender, buddy. Gonna surrender. Surrender, so. Right, camp is secured. So I think we can end the mission now.
We have just received word that New Dawn has attacked.
Oh man, that it felt like that was taking longer than normal, so I'm like, oh, do we get a cut? No. It was just switching back as normal. But in any case, we have taken out the remnants of New Dawn that didn't disperse. So, looks like their next attack is in Japan, so we'll have to go there and help Japanese counter-terrorist forces. I think all these attacks are a good sign in a twisted sort of way. By forcing New Dawn to act in the open, it makes them catch and destroy. Gotta take the good with the bad. So. In any case, I think that will bring it to a close for today's episode. With that, thank you all for watching and stay tuned for next time. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.